So a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to learn piano, and I needed something portable that I could fit in a small room, but I didn't want to sacrifice on quality, and I wanted something that felt and sounded just like a real full-sized piano. And after many hours of research, I settled on this, the Roland FP30. So there are a few different models in Roland's FP lineup, the FP10, the FP30, the FP60, and they are all very similar, and they generally have the same setup in the software and the sound, but there are a few extras as you make your way up the ranks. But I decided that the FP30 was a good mixture of quality combined with a good price. So it's a bit hard to fit the entire thing into frame, considering this is a full-size 88-key keyboard. So I'll zoom into this section, which is basically the business section, and we'll have a chat about the different options here. So the main controls are all pretty straightforward. We have the power button, which you hold in for a second, and then volume here. There's 5 LEDs to let you know how loud the volume is. And it has 2 very big speakers in here. They might not come across well on the microphone, but sounds really good, no matter if you're using the speakers or plug in headphones to the 2 ports here in the front. And there is a Bluetooth function, which is really handy. You can connect it to the Roland app on your mobile phone, and that lets you choose background music or the metronome or any of the voices included on the piano. So there are 6 different piano tones and 7 electric piano tones, and then 22 other tones, which are your strings and that sort of thing. Now you can choose them with these functions here. It's very easy to use these buttons, but it is really handy to have the Roland app on your mobile phone. It's just a lot easier to see it visually on a screen and choose things much quicker. But if you're choosing the voices using the buttons here, what you do is these keys here are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So you hold in piano and then choose a number and it will change the voice. So that's 5. Let's go 8. Ooh, 2. Go electric. Now if you push the button, it will automatically default to number 1, but if I hold that in and go say number 6, we get different sounds. And then other, so that's some strings. I'll try maybe number 8. Oh, we could have been on number 8, maybe 15. So that's how you change the sound. And then there is split, of course. So down this end of the keyboard, you have one sound. But as we move up, well, let me change the piano sound and the other, and then split. And I believe the split is right there. So you have all your bass keys that you can have with one sound, and then everything above that you have with a different sound. Really cool. And then of course there's a metronome here. That's just to help you when you're learning to play along at the right tempo, and you can speed it up and slow it down. And then here we have extra background songs that we can play along with. And there's a whole selection of songs that you can go through with the numbered keys again. Or you can record your own music and then play along with yourself. So if you've got a very complicated song, you can record half of the song and then play it back and play the other half at the same time. So yeah, really cool features there. Now if I roll this forward, I'll show you the ports on the back. Okay, so it is a bit of a heavy keyboard, but that's expected with something of this quality. So on the back we have a port for pedals. You can either use the big 1/4-inch jack, or you can use the old school, I think that's a MIDI style plug, to plug in a pedal. So it's up to you. There's different types of pedals, and you can get those as optional extras. Then we have the DC in, of course, comes with a power supply, and then USB memory and USB computer. So this is a USB A style, and that's where you will plug in, say, a thumb drive that could have music that you're either recording onto the drive or that you want to play back and play along to. And then the USB B port lets you plug this into your computer and use it as a MIDI keyboard, which is really great because you can use a whole bunch of extra voices that you don't have built into the piano itself. So it's really, the options are limitless once you plug it into your computer. That's how I use it primarily. There's also lots of really great learning software that you can use this keyboard for as well. Okay, and then if we tilt it the other way, I better unplug first, just so I don't break that adapter. Then if you look underneath here, we have 2 headphone ports, depending on what size. So you've got your standard 3.5mm headphone jack here, or the 1/4-inch headphone jack if you have a bigger one on your headphones. So it's great that you get those 2 options. Now, as far as the keys themselves go, they are absolutely fantastic. This is mainly what drew me to this piano. All of this stuff is great, but it's fluff, really. As long as it sounds good, the keys are the most important thing. Now, these have, it's imitation ivory, but they feel like real ivory. They feel really, really nice. Silky smooth and a really nice finish. And that's both the black and the white keys. Really, really nice. And they are heavy. They are fully weighted, just like a proper piano. The action just feels incredible. It feels like you're playing on a real grand piano. Now you can set the sensitivity of these keys, and I think there is 5 or 6 different types of sensitivity that you can go through. I'm just having a look in the, we go, 5 types. Or you can have fixed touch, which means it will be immediate. But that means you can push very heavy on them or light, and there are 5 different ranges in that sensitivity as you play. So it's just like you're playing a real piano and have the hammers hitting the strings. Really, really nice. So yeah, if you need a fairly portable piano that feels and sounds just like a real piano, you cannot go wrong with the Roland FP series. I absolutely love this keyboard, and I think you will too. Enjoy.